I'm sure that you all know already, but at the end of this month, he will be transferring to another school.
Wait, seriously?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this.
Tell me about that.
Quiet down, guys. I'm not done yet.
The story involves a main character, a protagonist character that moves from the big city to a small community in Inaba. And this is basically where the story takes place for 1 year in the game. Now you move in with the Dojima family, your uncle and cousin. And shortly after your arrival to Inaba, murders started occurring there. As well as the fact that now you have this and the Midnight Channel. But they are both connected together. And how they're connected is you realize that you have the ability to summon personas after going to the other side, which is known as the TV world for short. And your friends come across the same power too. Now, the police are unable to solve the crimes in Inaba, and after realizing the connections in the other world with the people that were murdered in the real world, they team up together to solve these crimes and to find out who's actually sending people to their deaths on the other side, and help the police hopefully solve the case and put this guy or person or whoever's doing this to justice once and for all. And that's pretty much the story focus of Persona 4.
At Junes, every day is Customer Appreciation Day. Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products. Every day's great at your Junes.
Now, the gameplay is just great in this game. They did a really good job mixing in the same techniques that worked in Persona 3 and Persona 4. You can interact with your friends in school as well as interact with other friends that doesn't pertain to the story, but more or less pertains to your social link. Now, your social link is used on your persona's abilities, and I will get to that in a second. Another cool feature they added is the scrub button. You can actually go around in shortcuts to different things instead of walking to it, more or less. Now, outside of school, you can actually get jobs to make more money because you're going to need it in this game, as well as interact with other people outside of the town itself, and which is actually kind of cool. You can buy items as well as weaponry for your characters, and there's tons of other things to do in the game, but that's pretty much of the gameplay. Let's talk about the battle system.
How about you, Yukiko-senpai? Anyone hate you so bad they'd get rid of you forever?
No. Yukiko, there's always a slight chance and you just don't realize it.
The battle system is very similar to Persona 3. It's turn-based, and now you have the ability to control all characters on the field instead of just the main character. Now let's go into detail about the classics of the last Persona game. Now, the weaknesses of each enemy is still in the game, so it's important to keep that in mind. All out attacks is back this time, so you can do more damage to the enemy if they're knocked down, whether by weaknesses or whether by just critical hits. So this is also a cool feature in the game. Now, the social link and ranking system that I discussed in the story, but I didn't go too much detail on. It basically works off the Velvet Rune, whether normal spread or whether triangle spread, as far as fusing new personas together to create new attacks for the personas, or just creating new personas with stronger abilities, and etc. If you work good on the ranks and the personas that you fuse together, you can bring new personas together with more experience based off the ranking system of the social link. Now, the fusion forecast, I can't go into much detail on, but it's based off the weather and the days of the week. That gives you special new abilities. Now, the dungeon itself brings more variety to the game. It doesn't look all stale like the Tartarus system, so you get used to that too. The shuffle system is a little bit different because it involves a little more on key to which card you select, but you'll eventually get used to that too, so it's nothing too complicated. There's more stuff into the game that you can explore in as far as with the battle system, but I just wanted to go into small detail with it. It's very similar to Persona 3, and this is actually the reason why the battle system works. Before I get into replay value, let's discuss the graphics first. From Persona 3 to Persona 4, There was a slight graphic improvement all around, from the character models to the town itself, but where it really shined at was the dungeon area. There was a nice color vibrance, and the dungeons, they change, so they don't look so repetitive like it did in Tartarus from Persona 3. Now the replay value. If you're looking for a really good story with really good gameplay, then Persona 4 is where it's at. There's a bunch of missions to do in the game, as well as different jobs you can take. The story is not boring at all. You'll enjoy it from start to finish, as well as the gameplay itself. The game is turn-based, but nonetheless it's enjoyable. Thank you guys for joining me on my review, and thanks to my subscribers as well. I'm Forrest Locke, and I will see you guys soon.